Hey my freaks, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say right before we get started into the video, if you guys can, please hit that like button if you haven't already, and also please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers soon, and then also 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year. And comment down what the next video should be, guys, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Here's the intro, and I'm back to posting again. Here's the intro. Hey my freaks, welcome back to the channel. What is going on? I'm back for good now. I'm really actually going to start posting. Just to show you guys, I definitely will be posting a lot this month. This is 16 video ideas, and I'm already deleting one off of the list because this is going to be this video. So I'm going to be ranting about ROTC, guys, and I just want to say before I start actually ranting, I'm not going to say any names, anything that has to do with names in them. And, no offense really to anybody who's in the program, or what I should say is an elective. And that's actually the first reason why. But I think the main point of me ranting about ROTC, though, guys, is that I'm a freshman in high school. And, so this is my first year. And I have to say I've hated the first semester so terrible. Like, I didn't think that high school would be this bad just because of one class. But, this happened just about a year ago. I was enrolling for high school for ROTC because, my brother and my sister, they're in the Air Force. So I thought I wanted to be like them. And now, I'm kind of on the edge. I don't know if I really do want to be in the Air Force or not. I'm not even sure if I really want to be in the military. But, I got many years to figure that out. So I enrolled for it, and I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a pretty legit class. This is going to be pretty cool, It's going to teach me discipline. It's going to teach me how to be probably neat or something. It's going to teach me respect, discipline, all that kind of stuff. And, it'll give me knowledge, like, for later on in the future when and at the time I'm thinking I still want to be in the military. So I was thinking, it'll give me knowledge of what the military is going to be like. I'll already know some things. I'm better off with just talking to my siblings about any of this. So I signed up for the class, and now we're in high school. For like the first, somewhere from like the first 2 weeks, from the first or second 2 to 3 weeks, they give you a chance to be able to drop out of that class before it's too late. So I kind of kept going on each balance of the side, and I was like, do I actually want to stay in it? So I decided to stay in it and give it a shot, and plus I missed the deadline to get out of it. So I was like, okay, I'll just stay in it. And, because then you can drop out after first semester, second semester you can get out of that class. And so that was my mistake right there. So, after all that time passes, they give you your ROTC uniform. And the first thing I'm actually going to rant about now is that I hate it when, again, no offense to anybody who's in the program, or the elective is what I'm saying. This class is an elective, not a program. But for anybody who's in ROTC, please do not say ROTC. I really hate it. It just sounds like shit, but if you guys want to say it, that's cool, that's you. If ROTC is your thing, it's your thing, guys. But, so here's like one of the big main red flags, though, that I found what I look back at now. Is that, so they give you your uniform, right, for ROTC. It's this kind of khaki, nice looking shirt, black pants. And I'll talk about the teacher in a second. I'm not going to say his name, his or her name, but but he liked to say that they are trousers. Women wear pants, men wear trousers. And it's like, look at this, dude. I'm wearing PJs because it's Sunday and I want to relax. And, so yes. So I think I remember, okay, so here's what you have to do. When you get your uniform, one of the days, you have to, like, polish your shoes, like, with some black polish and some water, or they didn't want you, but now, or at least what I'm hearing is that you can do it like this, like, that you can, like, spit shine your shoes. And, they're black shoes and they look really nice. I mean, if you get them cleaned up and looking sharp and everything. I have no problem with that. And I also have no problem with what they said next, is that, you have to take your uniform to the dry cleaners and then, have it dry clean and bring it to school and wear it when we tell you to wear it. Now, at the time, I was thinking, okay, that's not that bad. But after a few weeks, and after talking with my family, I've now realized that the class is really just bullshit, guys. It's like because here's what happens is that, when you're signing up for ROTC, when you're in middle school right before you go in high school, or even if you're already in high school but you want to do it, I don't know. Let's say you didn't do it your freshman year and you want to do it your sophomore year and try it out. Before you ever, unless if you have people tell you, but before you, it's like after the deadline has passed for you to get your schedule changed, they don't tell you that you have to pay for this, and then it's like, I haven't been there in a while, and I'll explain that soon, but, a lot of kids who are in ROTC, they have, these black hoodies, and they had to pay money for those, I get it, the school's not just going to give something out for free, but what they need to tell you before, you have the chance before getting out, is that, before that deadline hits, to where you can't leave the class, they need to tell you that, this is what, here's just a few things to expect at least, if you really think that's too much, then you can just get the hell out now. But, what they need to tell you is that you need to pay to, dry clean your own uniform. You have to go pay to go buy some black shoe polish, unless if you decide not to come to the class without it and just, use it as somebody else. What is there else? Oh, yeah. Right before I dropped, well, I didn't really drop out. I'm actually just skipping the class, guys, but again, I'll get back to that. But right before I stopped going to that class, I remember that they were telling us that for the next 3 Fridays, and this is sometime back in October, or, in the mid of September, and they were telling us, it's you guys need to be here by 6:30 or 6. Yeah, we need to be there by 6 or 6:30 to work out. And the thing is, I'm not, in ROTC there is, all different types of teams, like the drill team, athletics team, rifle team, and all those other teams. You guys get what I mean, though. So, there's the class, the elective ROTC, and then, they have, the programs that are after that, but, that's in it. So, but, so I'm not in anything, but, this is to all the ROTC kids. And I didn't go because, one, chances are I probably could get, I do get up that early, but, I don't want to have to get my mom up that early just to take me to school for nothing, because then that means I'll probably, be in school for about 10 hours I don't need to be in, and I don't feel like going to school for longer than I have to. So, I don't know. So, I just didn't show up after that. I stopped going to the class throughout the day. So, but it's if you did not show up, unless if you had some kind of excuse, a note or an email from your parent that goes to the teacher, he'd drop you down a leather grade. And I was doing good in ROTC. I was doing everything I was told. I wouldn't show up on the uniform days though. I only showed up on one uniform day. But yeah, that's about it. So I just hate the class, guys. It's terrible, and that's my opinion. Is I really just hate ROTC, and I'm not even done with this really. But if it's your guys' thing, it's your thing. But really, ROTC is a bullshit class, and I don't know how some people actually fall for the shit that they say and what they promise, but they never actually do. But that's just me, guys. But back to it. Another reason why I hate it is because it's I don't have a problem with being told to do something or commanded or whatever. That's just life. You're gonna get told. Your boss is gonna tell you if you haven't been keeping up on your work, or even with teachers in the same sense, you haven't been doing your work, you need to do it. Teachers don't actually do that. Some teachers don't actually do that, and I'm not actually calling any teacher out because I don't know any teachers, but I'd make my assumption that teachers would. Some teachers would tell their students, you haven't been doing your work, get your ass to work, or you're going to be spending the rest of your life in high school, kind of thing, or whatever. So ROTC, it's just an elective. It's not really a class. I signed up for it. I missed my deadline. That's my bad. And I can see if you guys start to argue back with me that, it's your fault, it's my fault that I didn't get out of the class soon enough or whatever. But, whatever. I don't care. This is a rant, guys. But, yeah. That mainly ends up the rant, guys. Tell me what you guys think about the class ROTC. Like I said, I think it's bullshit, but it's up to you guys, whoever you are. What I really want you guys to be talking about in the comments or response is that whether you're going into high school or if you're in high school and you're in ROTC or you see your friends in ROTC or if you've already graduated and you didn't like the class or you did, please comment down what you think of ROTC in the comments below, guys. Help me out a little bit. I haven't been there in 5 weeks. I'm on my 6th week. I'm just taking a really big shit. And yes, guys, anyways, leave likes, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm sorry this video seems kind of weird and long. I'll see you guys in the next video and more coming out today. Peace out, guys. Have a freaky day. Here comes the outro.